How should regional logistics businesses be positioning for the reopening, and what scenarios is the industry and your colleagues assuming?
Yeah, so it's fair to say that the decision's absolutely welcomed. But this is the first of many steps to reopen and to reduce those restrictions in China. So the industry as a whole will take a wait and see approach, especially leading into the likes of Lunar New Year, where we expect that there'll be an increase of, or it's reasonable to expect that there'll be an increase of COVID-19 cases. However, it's also reasonable to expect that due to the freedom of movement increasing and so on within China, this will really assist in both domestic and export supply chains to continue to operate even in the face of larger outbreaks. So this decision has come at the same time as we're seeing other parts of the global supply chain become more predictable, which is really helping. So the other factors as well is, the reduction in exports and so on from China, most notably into the US, and that's really started from August, and we see that continuing to today.
Great. Dean, Heath Zarin was talking to us earlier, and he said, first up, that Christmas has really come early for supply chain managers, and the reopening across the world and across the region, with the exception of China, of course, has helped immensely. But has it helped, and to what degree has it helped to clear up the supply chain, the inventory overhang?
Yeah, well, it's fair to say consumers are still a little bit worried about the supply chain delays and so on, and that's reasonable given the past years. But they're also worried about inflation, and that's creating a demand uncertainty, which is really difficult for supply chains to deal with. So there's a potential of a knock-on effect in the supply chain for a bullwhip after post-Christmas. So the first thing that we really look at as an indicator is the retail cyber events. So days like Singles Day and Black Friday, they still created and broke records. Alibaba alone had a revenue of around about 84 billion, which is significant. However, it's a reduction on year. So the other really interesting trends that we can take out of this is, the Singles Day had a movement to customer membership programs. So keeping the customer engaged for longer into the next financial year or into the next year. And Black Friday as well had a trend of flexible payment plans, which again indicates that there's a concern in inflation. So from a wait and see approach, we'll have to take into the Christmas and January period, but there's no doubt that freight is moving quicker.